Hey guys, D Smooth Step by 3 here, back with another Christian video. You get a lot of questions about who were Lot's son-in-laws. And some people will point this as a contradiction in the Bible, which it's not. This is Genesis chapter 19. You know the story here. Lot, he was a man of God. He wasn't supposed to go to Sodom, but he did. He pinched his tent towards Sodom, even though he wasn't supposed to go there. He did. And now, all the men of the city, let's look at verse number 4. You can read the rest for yourself. Go ahead. I want you to read the rest for yourself. But before they lay down, the two angels have come down. They've taken human form. But the men there, they don't know that. Which you probably knew that already. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compared the house around, both young and old, all the people from every corner. So every single person in the city is implied to be a sodomite and are gathered around that house. Now, some people say, well, Lot's sons, they were sodomites. Well, if that were true, Lot's son-in-laws, they were sodomites. If that were true, why aren't they gathered around the house, which we later see? So they cannot be sodomites. In fact, let's move forward a little bit to verse number 12. You can read the rest for yourself. So at this point in the story, the Sodomites are just trying to break into the house, and the angels grab Lot and they bring him into the house. So now the angels are speaking. And the men said unto Lot, Hast there any besides son-in-law and thy sons and thy daughters? And whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. So if you make the argument, well, the son-in-laws, they weren't sodomites, they were just regular people. They were just average Joes, they were just Joe unsaved. Well, that also contradicts what it says here. So every single person in the city is gathered around the house. Every single person in the city are sodomites and gathered around the house. If these guys are not sodomites and they're just regular citizens, that would also contradict the Bible. So they're not sodomites. And so they're not sodomites and they're not regular citizens, then what are they? Like it says, son-in-law, individual, and thy sons, plural, and thy daughters. Now, move forward over to verse 14. Again, you can read the rest for yourself. Now, in 13, the angels talk about how they're going to destroy the place because God is displeased with this place, displeased with every single person here. Also, here's another thing. The angels are actually interested in saving the son-in-laws. They're interested in saving them. Now, which proves that they're not sodomites. Why would God send angels to save sodomites? That wouldn't make any sense. So these cannot be sodomites. And they can't be average Joes, as that would also contradict the Bible. Well, look at here. Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, plural. Over here it said there was a son-in-law and sons. Now it's saying sons-in-law. Why? Because the son-in-law and the sons are the same person. Lot's son-in-laws were his biological children. That's your explanation. Keep in mind, this whole story takes place before the incest laws were established. You don't believe me? This same Lot had no problem getting drunk and fornicating with his own daughters later on in the story. And this is shortly after Moses, who himself was inbred. His son-in-laws were his biological children. So his son-in-laws, first it says son-in-law and thy son, and then it says sons. If you say, oh, so these people are the same. The son-in-laws and the sons are the same people. Lot had kids, and his kids all intermarried with each other, which married his daughters and said, Up, get ye out of this place. So even Lot is trying to save these people, which proved that they cannot be sodomites, because because there's a genuine effort to save these two people, or there's genuine effort to save these two. For the Lord will destroy the city, but he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-laws. So again, another plural there, his sons-in-laws. First it says son-in-law, then thy sons, then it says sons-in-law, they're the same people. His sons and sons-in-laws are the same people. So if you say, oh no, he didn't marry his kids, I mean, his daughters didn't marry, his kids didn't intermarry. They were just regular people. They were just average Joes. They were just regular citizens. Okay, well, that also contradicts because all the men in the city are said to be sodomites. So they can't be regular people. They also can't be sodomites. The only explanation is they're part of the family. It's the only explanation. They must be part of the family. So, like and subscribe. There's your explanation, guys. So, see ya.